Hi traders, this is Forex Nelson and I'm back again today with another 12 trades I did. Today's date is May the 6th and today is a Friday, first Friday of the month, and this is non-farm payroll high impact news. And of course, don't forget the opening bell at 9:30 a.m. New York time for futures. And that's why there's huge payouts here, because of the opening bell at 9:30. You have to be aware of that if you're going to trade futures. So let's take a look at this news on Forex Factory. Today is Friday, May the 6th. Non-farm payroll rate here, it's positive, it's green. But the unemployment rate, and we've got other ones in here. Well, this is Canada, by the way. Top two are Canada, flat and negative. And for the US, it's positive and negative. So the market can move up and down, so got to be aware of that. But I pulled the trigger before the news coming out. And what I ended up doing was right at 6 o'clock in the morning, I was in front of the computer doing my daily trade plan. We can take a look at that. Let's see. Now, every one of these trades came directly from the daily trade plan. And approximately 80% are winners. And of course, there's no such thing as 100% everything winners all the time. But 80%, I'm good with that. It's a very high success rate. And by the way, if you don't know how to make one of these, I can teach you. And if you want to learn how to make one of these, just get in contact with me. Or I also make it available for $100 a month. But like I said, I can teach you how to make one. For you traders who do not have a trade plan, that is the number one reason why you are failing, because you don't truly know which way the market is moving. A trade plan will tell you which way the market is moving, and this will allow you to trade the news. I traded the news twice this week for huge winners, and the biggest mover of them all is non-farm payroll. And as I mentioned, every day at 9:30 a.m. New York time, the opening bell is for the futures. And as you can clearly see, they paid out the most. So like I said, 8 out of 10 of the calls are winners. And I do happen to have 2 losers here. As my mentor told me many, many years ago, probably about 16 years ago or 17, keep your losers small and let your winners go for a lot more profits. So let's see where I got in on this first trade, the pound Swiss. Now in real time, I was just looking at a double top right here, and it could have easily dropped because I've had the beginnings of a down move. But you know the way the market is. Just because you want it to go down doesn't guarantee it'll go down. So this one, I kept a close eye on it. Now it did go down, just to let you know. If I was paying more attention, at one point I was up 15 pips. But it's very hard to watch more than 10 trades at a time. But I closed it out with a negative. This is a minus 4 pips. And minus 4 pips is negative $404. Remember, you must practice in a demo account anytime you have a new system. And once you are really good in a demo account, then you can move to a live. And I spent 8 years demo trading before I really struggled because I was a terrible trader for the first 8 years. But with enough education, enough chart time, by the way, that's what you need, is a lot of demo trading, a lot of chart time, And the most important thing you need is a lot of education. That's the only thing I can help you with, is a lot of education. You have to provide the other two. So if you truly want to be a successful trader, I just told you what you must do. So anyhow, Euro New Zealand, let's see where I got in at. Now this one, my daily trade plan did say to buy, and at one point it was profitable, up over here. At one point it was profitable, just to let you know. And another good thing about the daily trade plan, if it goes a bunch of pips against you, I don't worry about it too much, because the higher time frames are telling me to buy. It's just that it's hitting very strong resistance and won't go. So it came back up and gave me a chance to get out of the trade. And actually at one point I was up 19 pips. But this is when I caught it, again with only a -4 pips. So I'm not going to cry over -4 pips. Remember, trade management and money management is very important. So that's a -4 pips, so it's -$320. And by the way, I can actually teach you how you can double your trade, or double your account in one trade, but you have to do the futures. So anyhow, if you're interested in doubling your account every day, I can teach you exactly how to do that. Moving right along to 30-year bonds, which pays $5 a tick. Now my trade plan said to sell, and so that's what I did. So I sold it. I was getting sell signals. Market decided to test the top one more time. I wasn't too worried about it, as I knew it was going to drop, and it did drop for looks like 38, because if you need a calculator to get that rate on, and that's exactly what I'm going to do. Just use a calculator, and I took the money, divided it by 5, and it worked out to 39 ticks. That's exactly what I got. And let's see. There it is, 39, and 39 ticks paid $1,950. Okay, let's try the dollar CAD. This one I bought it. There's the arrow. Scalper saying to buy right here. So let's see where I got in at. Had to buy signals, everything cooperating. Everything is fantastic. Did this little spike down, but I wasn't too worried about it. Remember, my daily trade plan says it's going to go up. Ended up getting, looks like 37 pips. And those 37 pips paid out $2,952. Love trading with the super scalper. Now the default, after you get the pop-up, remember you will get a pop-up just like this. It's an alert when it goes from yellow to blue. It'll be telling you to buy. With a default, the default is 15 pip take profit, 15 pip stop. Now why should I stop at 15 when I can get a lot more? Now I just use this as a, an alert feature. And then once I line it up and I check my daily trade plan, in other words, I always pop in an arrow right away, so I don't even have to go look at the daily trade plan. I know I want to buy. And when I get a buy signal, take the trade. It's like a no-brainer. Moving on to the Euro Aussie. All the way to the left here. Have them all in order here so I know exactly where everything is. Euro Aussie. Wanted to be buying it according to my daily trade plan. And this is the way the market moves. It could have just easily went straight up. The market's very random, and it doesn't care what you want. But if you have a good daily trade plan, it's going to tell you. It's as simple as that. And you can see how powerful it is. Euro Aussie. Up, 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 When you see this this is like 95%. It's going to very, very high. So I knew this was going to be a very good winner. And but my only mistake was I should have waited for the pullback. But in real time, it could have just kept going and going and going. So you got to accept what the market gives you. Went against me, but I still ended up with let's see, about 42, something like that. 42 pips, and that paid out $3,037. Remember that a 10 or 20 pip stop sometimes is not enough. And if you get the timing wrong, like you know it's going to go up, but if you got it wrong, well, you just have to hang tight and wait for it to play out. It's the only thing you can do. In other words, don't sit and look at the charts for every tick. That's entertain yourself. For me, I'm just watching something. Usually it's sports. Keeps my mind off of looking at the charts, because I know it's going to come back. It may take an hour or two, but it will come back. What's the next one? EuroCAD. This one I wanted to be buying. I don't have to go back and forth and looking at charts, etc., etc. At the daily trade plan. I bought it, close it out being happy with 40, it looks like. And those 40 pips paid out $3,182. Moving on to the pound yen. Let's see what's happening here. Now this one I wanted to sell. Remember, daily trade plan. You must have one. So my only problem was did not exercise enough patience. Getting in over here or anywhere across here would have been fine. I would have ended up getting more, which was about 25 more pips. And by the way, if you want to get more pips, I have an excellent video that I teach how to stay in the trade for more pips. And looks like the pound yen trade produced 47 pips. I was happy with that. 47 pips paid out $3,606. Moving on to the Dow Jones. Let's run a check on that. See what's happening here. This one pays $5. A tick. I sold it. Let's see where I got in at. And I closed it out just being happy with, looks like 24. Gonna have to use a calculator. I just used a calculator. I took the money here and divided it by 5. So that worked out to 2. Was right with the 24. It's 24 points or 247 ticks. And there it is right there. 247 ticks, and that's why it paid out, and you see $12,350. Let's check out the Russell here. Let's see what's happening on that. I wanted to be selling it. Let's see where I got in at. Now at $10 a tick, and of course 15.8. That should be 158. So let's run a check to see if I can show that. 158. There it is. There. 158 ticks paid out $15,800. Let's move on to the S&P 500. Now this one is $5 a tick. So let's see where I got in at first of all. Decided to do another little cycle one more time, not a big deal. Remember the daily trade plan did say to sell. And this looks like it's 340. Would need a calculator again. Now the calculator, I took the money, divided it by 5, and that worked out to 342. So let's see if I can find that on the entered here, and looking for soon as it done jumping around here. This is going to be very hard to get it right on. My mouse is acting up here, 342. I don't know what's going on here. Having a problem. I think I need a new mouse. Anyhow, it's very hard to show right on, but the calculator said 342 times the $5 times 10 lots paid out $17,125. I just figured it out. The light on my mouse was blinking red. The battery was going dead, so we're good to go for another few months. Anyhow, S&P. Okay, now is the NASDAQ. I sold it. Drag and drop this up. That's where I got in at. Remember, it pays $20. So this should be, well, it's got to be 13 something, that's for sure. That looks pretty close right there. Because 2 times 13 is 26, yeah. So it looks like it's 132. You remove the last 2 digits. That's 132 ticks times 20 times 10 lots paid out $26,500. Okay, moving on to the DAX, the German DAX 30. This one pays a lot and moves a lot. I love trading it. Let's see where I got in at first of all. Remember, the higher time frame said to sell. I'm definitely going to need a calculator for this. So I took the money and divided it by $3.75, and that worked out to be 740 ticks altogether. It's going to be very hard to show this, 740. It's going to be almost impossible. That's as close as I can get. Any little movement with the mouse and it's jumping all over the place. But the calculator says it's 740 ticks. And those 746 on the DAX 30 paid out $27,750. So it's been a fantastic day of trading. Great way to end the week. And I just added up all the pips and ticks. It's been my best trading day so far. I ended up with a grand total of 1,817 pips and ticks, and that ended up paying out $113,528. So if your system is not producing fantastic results, minimum 100 pips a day, well, I highly recommend you get your hands on the Super Scalper along with my daily trade plan. Very important. You have to have a daily trade plan. If you want to get some more information, quite simple. All you got to do is look right below this video and you'll see this right up. It's my Super Scalper system. I do charge $250 for it. I teach the secrets to successfully trading the markets. Now my system has over 3 gigabytes of training, and you'll get an exact copy of my system on your MT4 platform. Included are 5 MT4 templates, 10 custom indicators, and of course my favorite meter. Threw in a lot of PDF books, a lot of Word documents, and 9 bonus videos. This is all just bonus stuff, which is a lot of educational material. It's going to help you to succeed at trading the markets. Now there's a lot of ways to trade, and I do teach a lot of different ways. That's why there's 22 training videos, and each video is about 30 minutes long each. So check out everything here. If you have any questions, quite simple, pick up the phone and call me. Here's my number. And if you live too far, well, just send me an email, right? Here's my email address. Remember, there's an underscore right here. Now I do prefer Skype. All you got to do is click here, and you don't even have to worry if you have a Skype downloaded or installed. We'll automatically have a Skype connection, and through Skype screen sharing, I'll give you a free session, answer your questions, give you some tips and tricks, and keep in mind I do all of that with no obligation to you. Now if you click on this link right here, you'll see 40 screenshots of all the systems I've been building over the years. So that just about wraps up this video. And of course, if you like the video, please give it a thumbs up and please subscribe to my YouTube channel. So until the next trading day and video, well, should be Monday. I want to wish you good luck with your trading. Have a fantastic weekend. And remember to keep yourself and your family safe. Okay, bye for now.